right. Next up, we have Tracy with Showami, and is it really called Showami, or am I saying it wrong?
No, you're doing good.
Okay.
It kind of came about with Showami, which ami means friend in French. So,
Okay. Got it. So I'm,
but you can
I'm
say it however.
close. All right.
Yeah, you're close.
So, anyways, yeah, we did sign up with a brokerage account with them, and so we have Tracy on to kind of go over what it is and how it can help you out in your business. And this would be the time to ask any and all questions about the product. So, if you have a question, go ahead and throw it into the chat, and we will get those answered as we go along. So, go ahead and take it away.
Awesome, thank you. I see Michelle already uses Showami and she uses it all the time, so that's great. Glad to already have some of you on board if you are already on the platform. But I first wanted to show we have a showing map a coverage area. So basically, can everyone see my screen?
We sure can.
Okay, good. So we have a showing agent coverage map. I typed in your zip code and it shows that there's 1,156 agents in that zip code area that signed up on Shawami to, help with showings. So if ever you want to see that, if you work in multiple areas in California, you're always welcome to just go right to the top here, Showami showing agent coverage, and then you can type in the zip code and see how much coverage you have in your network. All right, so we're going to get to this is our demo called Bigwig Realty, and this is basically what the portal looks like for the organization in Travis's view. So Travis is the main admin. There is only one that's allowed on our free brokerage admin account, but this is what his looks like, so he can see all of the showing activity that goes through your agency whenever he adds everybody into the platform. So, but we're really trying to see what it looks like on your end as the showing agent. So this is what it looks like on the web, but we also have the app. So if you don't have the app downloaded, please do so. You can do it on Google Play and also the Apple Store. So it looks a little different on the app compared to the web, but it is available. So basically, everybody wants to use Showami so they can get help with their showings, right? So we can start by creating a showing request. And how you do that is click here, and your regular showing request just automatically defaults. But there are other types like an open house under the free version. So you can also schedule open houses through Showami. But we'll start with this one. So you start with the date and the time. We'll go with the 16th for tomorrow. And you're going to want to change yours to Pacific time, which will probably auto-populate based on your dashboard. And then you can just type in, I just like to use regular Main Street, and then it'll auto-populate there. And then you'll start with buyer details. So you'll put in your buyer's name. That way, the showing agent has all the information. And you'll put that in, and whether it's going to be individual, couple, or family. And then here's where you can do private notes. So this is viewable after the showing is accepted. So, and that will go to the showing agent that picks up the request. So you can add in the notes here. And then this will be public notes where you can add in where everybody can see it before the showings request. So you and the showing agent. And then this is fun. This is preferred showing agent. So say you have enjoyed working with an agent that has shown your properties before, you can add them in here with their email, and it'll go to them first to accept before it goes out to all of our agents in that area. And then this is additional documents. So if there are some documents you want the showing agent to have to give to the buyers that want to see it, you can upload it in here, and then they can download it and print it out before they go. And then this is where you would put in the cost. So like when you're ordering an Uber, you can say, I need to get to this place, and here's the address, and then you can pick, whether you want XL or just regular. This is for you to say, okay, I think I'm going to pay $50, which is their defaulted price. So the fee, $50 will be applied. But if you think that they're going to have to drive further, or you know that your buyers might be a little bit more asking questions or need more help or things like that, you can always make it go up in cost to compensate their time. And then right here at the bottom, you'll see your total, and the showing agent receives this amount. And then obviously the rest with that middle part goes to Showami to use the service. And whenever you want to see all of your showing requests, you can click right here. We will default back to, let's say January 1st. So you can see all of your, well, this account is a is one that we don't use a lot because it's a demo. Let me go back to March. Let's see, May. Yeah, there we go. So here you can see all of them, and then you can also see whether it's expired, completed, or canceled. So you can kind of go through all of that, which you can get the cost. You know, if you in case you get that property again that needs to be up for sale, you can go back in there and kind of see what the agent talked about, what the issues were, things like that. So it's very cool because you can keep everything documented in here. And then we also have the message center. So this is messages that you can talk to the showing agent basically by the date or by the showing. And that way you can keep all of your messages here in the portal. So that way you're not texting outside or calling outside. Everything's kind of together and it shows up underneath that showing request. And then right here under accounts, this is where you can put in your information, add your photo. And then this is where you can choose your showing area. So if you are going to be a showing agent where you want to help with showings, you can put a radius in the map of where you're willing to pick up showings. But if you just decide that you want to be the initiating agent only, you can do that. So that way you are only requesting showings, but you're not picking them up. And you can do that here in your settings. So here you can change your notification setting to allow text notifications. You can snooze them. You can do your email settings from us, all kinds of things. So, and then this is we like to share this with you all because this is your Showami Connect link. So if you know a new agent coming on board, or if you know someone that is interested in joining, you can share your personalized link with them, and you get some money back after their first showing. And then here's reviews. So you can always get your reviews from the showing agents. They can review whether they liked your communication. They give all these ratings. So then once you have all these ratings in here, that's your agent rating that goes up, kind of like an Uber driver where you can see their rating from riders. And then here's all of your information here for your login credentials. Travis can choose whether he wants to have a payout option, meaning he can cover all of your showings underneath the brokerage, or he can say every agent takes care of their own showing billed amount. So that's where you would put in your payment account information. So that way, when you need to request showings, you'll get paid through there, and vice versa. And always that fun part, the tax information. So you can get your 1099 if you're doing a lot of showings under Showami, or if you're paying a lot out. So you can always grab your information from here and use that for towards your tax documents for next year. And then that one is just a download. So you can download all of your activity report, and it'll automatically download to your computer. So that is pretty much it. So I'm happy to take questions.
Yeah, I have a few. So, when let's say that I'm looking for a showing agent because I have a listing that's, in Orange County, and it's just, I don't want to drive through that traffic. When I post that up, does it go to like first come, first serve? Does it go to the agents within the brokerage first? Or like how does that work as far as the notification that gets sent out and who receives those?
Sure, great question. So the agents in your brokerage that sign up for both being the initiating and the showing agent, it would go to your brokerage first.
Okay.
And then it would kind of start pinging outside of that. But
Okay.
we have a 98% pickup rate with under 3 minutes. So
Okay. So and it's like first come, first serve, I assume. Like
yes,
whoever
unless
accepts it first.
correct, unless you set that preferred right here with the showing request. Once you can add a preferred showing agent. So if you want the agents in your office to know first, you can also add them. Just to double check. But yeah, usually it will go to your brokerage first.
Okay. And we had a question. Can you please put the Showami link in the chat? I think we have a sign up link. Is that correct?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So Travis, I just need you to finish setting up the organization profile, and then
Yep.
I can copy that link, send it to you, and then you can forward to all of your agents if you like.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I'll do that afterwards.
Yeah.
Um, Question came in. I upgraded my account to get the discount. Will I need to cancel that since Rise is now affiliated?
So Michelle, you upgraded your account to platinum. Is that what you're meaning? I would
Probably.
assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't have to. You can okay, yep. You can add her under your brokerage. She probably just already has your brokerage name in her
Hmm.
account. So you can invite her still, and she can pay to be a platinum agent on her own anyway.
Okay.
Because Michelle Travis got the free brokerage solution. So if you want to keep those platinum features for your business, then I think it's best that you do that.
Okay. And then how does it work with buyer rep agreements and everything else? Just to make sure everybody's compliant and especially if it's going to an outside agent.
Correct. Okay, good question. So every time that you sign up with Showami, even when you send all this to your agents for them to sign up under your brokerage, they have to acknowledge the agreements to not take on buyers. So they are just going to be if they're going to just be the showing agent, they have to agree and acknowledge that term before they can even use the platform, and
Okay.
vice versa.
Okay. So there's not
And
one that
we
goes
are
out every property that you have to agree to. It's just one up front, like a master one.
correct, correct.
Yeah.
And we do keep a close eye. We have a support team that actually watches everything. So if someone does try to do that, we actually block that agent from the platform, and they cannot use it. And there's no like warning. You're automatically blocked.
Okay. So that would be, I mean, how would you monitor that?
So we can monitor through messages and things like that. And honestly, a lot of people, the clients, like the buyers, they will tell their agent too.
Yeah.
So, but you can
Okay.
see that through the messaging system. A lot of people know what the deal is. So,
Okay.
and if
So,
anyone has any issues, you just contact our support team, and we'll take care of it.
yeah. Okay. Is there any areas that you don't really have coverage in California, or is it pretty well covered?
California is pretty well covered. You can probably just, I don't know if you can type in the state and see what happens, but yeah, it's not going to do that. But basically, yeah, it types it in by the city or the zip code, not the state. But you can zoom out and it'll say, all kinds of things. But California, Texas, New York, Florida, those states are mainly covered everywhere. So
Okay. Another question. This is for showing appointment. Where to look agents are looking for a showing agent. Yes. So let's say you have a listing wherever. Maybe you can't show your buyer. You have a buyer lead or something, and you can't show them. Uh, today, later on, you would go through here and look for an agent to show that property for you, obviously for a small fee. Um, and then do a lot of agents use this for the like open house?
They use this for open house more than showings. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, to find an
Because
open house agent. Yeah,
yeah, because open houses obviously it can wreck what take 4 hours of your day sometimes.
yeah,
So I will show that real quick. So when you go to an open house, you can put the time. So if you say I want this open house, or you know that your seller wants that open house for 5 hours, you can set that duration. However, you just need to make sure that you supplement the cost. So basically, people will kind of pay by hour. So $50 is kind of the default price to just show someone a house real quick. But open houses, you kind of need to think that out. And Travis, you can also tell your agents if you decide to pay for everyone, you can say a 4 hour open house is $200 only. A minimal showing is $50 only. Like you can set those parameters if you want to.
okay.
But if they're paying on their own, if the agent, then the agents can compensate however they like.
Yeah, more than likely we'll go that route so everybody can have that flexibility there. So,
Yeah.
um, and then Raina, this is Showami is the name of the product. Ethel for open houses. Is it okay to use this even if it's not in our brokerage? What are you seeing with that, Tracy, as far as other brokers?
Um, meaning meaning that Ethel will hold an open house for another brokerage. Is that
Well, I guess either way, yeah. Are you seeing other brokers allow outside agents to host their open houses?
yep.
And I guess vice versa.
Yeah, so a lot of people say they just want to make some extra money or they're new into real estate. A lot of them will do open houses because it gives them practice. They're making extra money, things like that. So yes, we do see that.
Okay. And yes, Ethel, we went through that last week, so it's you know, we all know what's kind of coming down the pipeline with that. But
Gotcha.
Philip, is this in Kentucky?
Yes, Philip, we are nationwide. We're in every single state, even Alaska.
All right. That makes it good for you, Philip, because I know you've got some business out there.
Yeah, so
So,
Philip, if you do showings in Kentucky and California, if you do the showings, you can put your states and license number for both states in your settings. So that way, if you decide that you want to request in another state, you can put that way your information's already in there. And then if you're wanting to pick up showings, you can do the same.
is there like any algorithm with this? Like, do you get priority placement if you pick up a lot of these and get lots of good reviews, or is it just always, the blast goes out and whoever accepts it accepts it?
Um, the blast goes out, yes. However, if you are a platinum agent where you pay the annual platinum fee, that request, and if you are one that picks up showings, then yes, those do try to get out there first because obviously those agents pay to have those extra features, and we need to give them those rights as well. But in big areas that you're in, it pretty much goes out to the massive scale.
Okay. Um, Reina, yeah, it's going to be in Memphis. They are nationwide. How much is the monthly fee? There would only be a fee if they sign up for the platinum, correct?
Correct, and it's not
Okay.
monthly. It's one price per. So it's $75 for the whole year.
hmm
That's it.
Okay. To be a platinum.
Yes.
And then what do you get with the platinum? What's the difference?
So with platinum, basically what happens is when you see down here, the platinum member gets $1 discount every single showing.
Uh-huh.
And then that once that dollar discount adds up, you can get it either sent to you as a check or you can use it towards showings.
Okay. So that's for someone that's doing it quite often.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We
And then
have, so
rent.
I'll give you an example. We have a broker who has multiple brokerages in different states. And all of his agents, I think it's like 17 states or something. And he has platinum for all of his agents and on the paid version of the elite
Uh-huh.
solution. And so he, as the brokerage, gets that money back too.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
And then is this an alternative to Showing Time? Are you familiar with Showing Time, Tracy?
I am. Showing time. No, it's not an alternative. Because you would
A
still
different.
need to, yeah, you would still need to put that in. This is for you to find other agents to cover you if you can't make it. Or, if you're going to be on vacation for a week and you know that you have a seller that really wants to get a lot of showings done, stuff like that. And it's kind of a way of if you can't find anyone inside your brokerage to help you out for the week, this is a way for you to just schedule them and they get picked up without you having to think about it.
And then another one. So when you show a property under this program, you don't need the buyer agency agreement.
Um, well, that can already be covered. I mean, that's already in there when you were requesting the showing. Is this just a California law?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I don't know about other states, but yes, in California, you need one. Um, we're supposed to have it prior to showing with if you're an NAR member. But yes, in California, you need buyer rep agreement to show properties.
Okay. So that I would just have that you can and put in there. But you can also, Travis, you can make public notes. So here's note templates too, where you can create this for your agents. And so if you say, hey, I need everyone to sign something before my agents request showings, or if anything like that by state law, you can create this in there and then they can just put that in their showing every single time.
Okay.
So if I'm going to a new showing request, I can put in the note template that you created.
Oh, okay. So that'd be a note. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to need a buyer rep agreement either way. The agent working with the buyer is the one that definitely needs the buyer rep agreement. So this isn't any gonna like replace that or anything like that.
This is strictly a showing service.
It's
Yeah.
it's a showing service.
Yeah.
So and the I guess to answer that question a little further, the agent that is going to be showing that property is not actually going to be creating agency or working for that buyer necessarily. You as the agent sending uh, that notice out to help you out with that showing, you're the one that has the agreement with the buyer, if that helps.
Yes. Thank you for explaining that. You did that very well.
Yeah. Well, we all get nervous with these things because it's such a big deal. So,
Yeah.
um,
And I know every state has so many different rules.
yeah, I know. So, any other questions? If not, what we'll do is we're going to send out the link. So if you want to sign up for it to be in the pool, to be able to accept showing requests, then you would just sign up, create your profile. I think it walks you through, correct?
Yes, it
Yeah.
walks you through. So you will get, I will be sending Travis a Show Me How to Use guide along with his brokerage link. So you'll use that link to create your account and your profile. And basically, you can say if you want to be the showing agent only, or if you want to be the initiating agent only, or you can do both. So you can click both check marks, and that way you can accept showings and request them.
Okay. So we'll send that out probably today or tomorrow. I'll just need to finish up setting up our account and then we can send that link out. So if you're interested in it and you just want to get on that list to be able to accept showing requests and, help out the team or take them from outside as well, that would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll be about it. So we'll get it in the back office too. So everybody can, always access that. So maybe if you don't want to do it today and you want to go and find it again, we'll put it into the back office, probably under the transactional needs section, and can kind of go from there. If they have questions with things, is there like a support line or a chat on the
Yep.
site?
In the how-to guide that I'm going to send you, Travis, that you can forward to everybody, I have links everywhere for you to get to support. We have an FAQ section, all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So that sounds good. I think that's all the questions that are in here. How much is the fee? There's not a fee unless you sign up for platinum, correct?
Well, yeah, and the only fee that you're doing is when you schedule a showing
Oh,
request.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're referencing a sign up fee or a monthly fee, there isn't, un- unless you decide to become a platinum, then that would be a yearly fee of 75.
Yes, and what's great about the platinum is you can do these extra requests. So you can request inspections, you can request rental showings. So say if any of your agents have rentals that they need shown, if they're like their own owners, they can do that. And then there's tasks, which a lot of people, that's why they upgrade to platinum, is because you can request certain tasks.
Okay. All right. Sounds
But we can
good.
always talk about that another time, if you want. If your agents are really liking everything and they want to kind of upgrade, we can also upgrade your account to the elite brokerage solution, and then everybody can have like an upgraded account too if you want to
Yeah.
do
Okay. Sounds good.
that.
Need to clarify the buyer broker. If you are the agent working with the client, just make sure you have that buyer broker. Yes. And you can see that there's a ton of brokerages using this service, so I think we're okay here. So,
Oh yeah, we have I would say two at least 265 brokerages nationwide using it,
mhm.
and then we have 215,000 agents
Yeah, that's
nationwide
quite a
using
bit.
Showami. So,
Yeah,
and we have to be compliant with every state. So, our CEO is constantly updating all the agreements and things like that. So,
yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you coming on and giving us a little demo on it and what it is. Um, because we do get this request a lot. Hey, do we have any agents that'll do the open house? Do we have any agents that'll uh, open this door for me with the buyer. If you're concerned about the buyer broker agreement, if it's within the brokerage, it definitely is not an issue. It would be more if it was outside the brokerage because that brokerage agreement is with the broker. So if you're using a fellow agent within the Rise Realty network, then we're definitely not going to have an issue with the buyer rep agreement if that's a concern for you, because they are still part of the same brokerage. So hopefully that would clear that up a little bit too.
yep, yep.
All right.
This
And
is
then,
great, Travis. I will follow up with you. If you have any questions about your brokerage account that you need
yep.
help with, please reach out to me anytime.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that today and just wrapping up that account and then or our account and then we'll go from there. So,
Great. Well, thank you. Welcome everyone to
yeah.
Shawami. I hope you enjoy
Yeah,
it.
thanks a lot for coming on.
Yeah.
All
Have a
right.
great day.